Hey my Virgo babies, how you doing? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody is having a good weekend and a good lead up to the holidays, whatever you're celebrating, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever it is you're celebrating. I hope you are getting ready. This is going to be Virgo, December, January 2021. Start with this coming Monday, which is December 21st, and roll on through into January. Something is not working for y'all. Yeah, that's the star card in reverse. And I don't do reverses, but just hold that thought. Hold that thought. Something is going on with y'all, and it's like you're not in a good space. There's the Hermit. You're not in a good space trying to get shit done. People are not helping. Yeah, that Hangman talking about transition. The Sun card. The Fool. Oh yeah, there's a Tower moment coming up. Virgo. What the hell? Something about where you are or what you're doing not being quite, yeah, y'all are negotiating, and this is almost, well, it's not almost, it's you negotiating with yourself, basically. Hold that thought. Just hold that thought. Yeah. So the Hermit card coming with the Eight of Pentacles as a caution. Oh, yeah, what the hell? You can't make this shit up. Just can't. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. So, on the top end of your overall energy, the Star card and the Seven of Wands. It's like you're negotiating with yourself, because the shit you want to be happening, mind you, I don't do reversals, but it popped out like that. And the energy is such that it's not, it's almost, from where I can see this, the way the camera is pointed, it's almost like this top card is just totally black. And it's eclipsing your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams. And it could be the place that you're in, looking at the back end of your overall energy, the Ten of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands sitting on top. This may be a situation where you came off too aggressive, or you may be feeling like you came off too aggressive, just too kind of out there, or needy is not the word, but it is the word, kind of like you just put too much of yourself out there. You were too aggressive and it didn't come off right, and so you're kind of in this irritated, argumentative, yucky kind of mode. The note here is about wisdom and about using wisdom, maybe in things or with people you might not think it's necessary to, just to be, what's the word, wise about what you're doing, especially if you're in a different place. And I know a lot of us get up on the, I'm me, it's my show and I can't change for nobody. That's true. But sometimes you have to, especially if you're in a new place, or if you're in, particularly if you're in a place you're unfamiliar with, sometimes you just kind of got to get in there. There's your card. I got Virgo written all up on there. Sometimes you just kind of got to get in where you fit in before you start making big, bold pronouncements about who you are. So your challenge here is a caution, actually, to keep your head down. Keep working on whatever it is that you're working on, and do some reflection on why you are where you are, and what you can do if you're going to stay in that situation, what you can do to make things better. Starting the month off for you this Monday, which will be the 21st, with the Hangman and the Three of Pentacles. Making progress with job or business But you're in a transition period. You're in a transition period. So things are changing. Things are kind of shifting under your feet. And if you're in this group that's in a foreign place, a new place, it may be totally discombobulating to you as an earth sign, because we don't like, earth signs don't like shit moving. Like, no. Just keep this shit right where it is. Be mindful. And this is more than likely about a job, because it's pentacles and that's all I'm looking at right now. It's just a work in progress. I don't have a sense that you are where you want to be, or that what you're doing is going to be the last thing that you're doing. There may be some waiting involved. Whatever your plans are about moving away from or into, there may be some delays, some waiting. Don't let that get you off of what you're trying to do, and what you're trying to accomplish for yourself. That's crazy. You got the moon and the sun. But kind of you're not going with the flow. That's the energy there. And it may be time to just kind of pull back and do some self-reflection. Yeah. And maybe kind of dealing with whatever emotional imbalance you're currently experiencing. Wherever you are, whether you moved there, you've been there, whatever the case may be, you can be successful where you are, but it may take you dealing with your own thoughts and you having the courage to face up to whatever fears you may have about where you are. Some of you may be coming off as overly aggressive because you're trying to get and reach for a lot. However that's resonating. Some of you might be trying to get the top spot at the job. I don't know. And you're going too far too fast. And it's not you, it's them. So if you want to expand that food in this area or whatever it is, you are gonna have to face up to some stuff, and you're gonna have to definitely pull in whatever emotional or intellectual thought over analyzing little combo you got going on. You're gonna have to just stop drudging up a lot of old shit for you. It may even be drudging up triggers. Again, I got a real sense for those of you that have recently moved into a new situation within the last year. You're not happy. There's an overall sense of not happiness. It's almost like wherever you are, it's not meeting your expectations. So then I'm looking at the Three of Wands. It's almost like your spirit of adventure got up and went, because you've been faced with so many whatever little things. If you haven't moved, if this is just a job change, same situation. You're not comfortable, and something is not making you feel comfortable. But some of this, for some of you, may be about avoiding change. You moved into a new place, let's deal with that group first, and you want to be who you were wherever you were before. You may have to change. That's not a bad thing. Changing is not the bad thing. It doesn't mean you have to change your personality, but you may have to change how you address situations, how you create new partnerships, if that's the case. Because for whatever reason, you're just coming off wrong. You just are. And because of that, your sense of adventure is gone. And you're more concerned now with what's going on. Come back to the Virgo card, the Hermit. discretion. Using your discretion about what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. And I know it's kind of like somebody's mama. You know me doing that. It's not that, but it's kind of that. This is the universe's way of kind of just nudging you and saying maybe you need to take a step back, change your perspective, and persevere in the challenges that you have. Which in turn means you're going to have to go with the flow, take some initiative as you're going with the flow, face the fears, and make some decisions, some hard decisions about where you want to be. I always say this, the devil is in the details. So it's in the little things that you're thinking about or that you're doing that are going to make a difference in outcomes for you. There may be, for those of you that aren't necessarily in new job or residential situations, there may be projects coming up after Christmas where all you're going to have to do is raise your hand and be like, I'll do it. And you got it. You'll be successful, but again, this is one of those things where you're going to have to seriously face some fears because you may be asked to lead or manage something. Maybe you haven't done that before. Don't let that throw you. Don't let that throw you. Again, with the back end, just a note of caution, not to be overly aggressive in whatever it is. Try to remember it's a group thing if it's a work project, and that everybody's going to want to have some input. Man, y'all ain't having a good time with this. Googly moogly. Some of you are in some situations where somebody is just straight ass lying to you. Yeah, there's a lot of change in here for you, Virgo. Lots of change. And I dare say where you are right in this moment is probably not going to be the last stop for you. Some of you may have thought that it would be, but it's not. It's too much going. It feels like it's just too many things coming against you or going against you. Yeah. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. And some of you, when you get into January, may be thinking about making a U-turn and bringing it back. I would expect those of you that are in newer situations, be it job or relationship, to expect some delays. Things are not going to roll out the way that you think they are. But again, it's all about this struggle. And you have to make, this is, we'll come right back up here to this. You're going to have to negotiate with you on what it is that you want and what's feasible. Sometimes we have dreams, or we see places that we can get to and kind of escape out of another situation or leave a bad situation and think that we could just, take the show on the road. And you get there and they're not really interested in seeing your show. And that's a lesson. That's definitely a lesson learned. With the Queen of Pentacles on top of the Four of Pentacles on top of the Queen of Pentacles, there's some deceit going on. Somebody that you're dealing with is just straight out lying to you. It may be another earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn. But they're not being honest with you. And this could be business dealings. If it's relationship, it's new. They're not telling you the whole thing. There are other people involved in this. If this is a relationship, and they doesn't feel like they're going anywhere. This Four of Pentacles, you should be guarded. You should be guarded. If you're not, you should be on guard. Because everything that you think is, especially in a relationship, nope, and nope. Um, this is a magician. Yeah. Secrecy. Some stuff going on in secret. Now, this may be you, Virgo, doing something. You may be invited to do something in secret, i.e. a relationship, affair type shit. Out of frustration. Because again, this is across the board for all of you, but particularly for those of you who thought you were getting up and getting a brand new fresh start, and now you're just frustrated. And so some of you may be in a situation where you end up in an extramarital. I am in no way condoning that, but because of the situation, it may happen that way. Others of you just trying to get business done. Delays, people just being tricksters and literally not telling you information that you need. All that kind of energy right up here with the magician. I would be very careful at the beginning of the year with any secrets personally that you have in terms of saying them or telling them to somebody, especially if you don't know that person well. That could come back to bite you in the arse. Just saying. We get to, this will put us where, right around the week of January 15th, I believe. The Temperance and the Judgment. Yeah, and that Temperance is screaming changes and anxiety. That's exactly what it's doing. This Judgment card, you may really just be feeling like the Emperor's new clothes, without all the hoo-ha, just out there with your hoo-ha out. Just saying. There will be things that come to light for those of you that are in relationships, that hidden truth secrets. Queen of Pentacles up here and the Four of Pentacles. And definitely, now I'm going to definitely say, be on your guard. Be on your guard. There's going to be some secrets that come out, things that you don't know. And particularly if this is a newer person that you're dealing with full time, being intimate with full time, you're going to find out some stuff, and it may be painful. It may be painful because you may have thought this was a person or whatever, and da-da-da, and yeah, the da-da-da went right out the window. The Page of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Being rational and keeping your cool. There may be some new messages coming from an old lover, friend from a distance. Maybe with some good news, exciting news, but keep your cool and you just be rational about whatever it is that you're hearing. Someone may be puffing up something more than what it actually is. So there's a caution there as well. Just keep your cool. And if it is something wrong, don't be afraid to speak up and walk away if you need to. For some of you, though, this may be about a new beginning, new job, not so much relationship. There's not a lot of romance here. But maybe a new partnership if you're doing some kind of entrepreneurial project. Collaboration is here. Still looking at just 4 points. Just be on your guard. Don't give all the company secrets away right away. At the end of this, the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. You may feel like you just fucked it up. All them damn swords. You may just be feeling like, I fucked this up. There's no need for you to put yourself on punishment. Let's put that there. Be grateful and just know by the time you get to the middle of next month, January, the worst of whatever you're going through will be over. In that, though, you will have made a decision or two about where you are, where you want to be, and where you want to go. A lot of you, I'm just feeling like just where you are right now is not for a lot of you, it's just not yielding enough results. I'll say that, both on a romantic front and a work front. It feels like some of you, you've got lots of education and lots of skills, but the place that you're in doesn't have anything remotely close to what you can do. Others of you may be in a place in terms of relationships, and you're in a new city, a new town, a burb, or whatever, and maybe a little rough going right now. Just be mindful, newer people are coming with a lot of smoke and mirrors. So that Four of Pentacles, be on your guard. Any secrets that you have, Virgo, I would just hang on to them. I wouldn't be sharing too much anything with anybody at this point. You definitely got some deceitful people in your midst. Stay in your lane. So those of you that just kind of got in there, it feels like you weren't meaning to be aggressive, but the perception is that you were aggressive. Don't argue. Just do your thing. Stay in your lane. And let everything just organically sort itself out. At this point, that Hermit, that's your challenge. To just be cautious in what you're doing. And the Hermit, get inside of you and figure out what's going on. Some of you need to get outside, get some sun. You're just busy grinding, trying to make shit happen. Go out, go stand outside. If it's snowing or you're back east, it ain't gonna kill you. Put your coat on. And go stand on the back porch for 2 or 3 minutes and then come on back in. I'm not saying get out there and freeze to death, but y'all hear me. Just get outside. People don't understand. Just breathing in some fresh air can change your whole perspective on something. Those of you this applies to, go hang with your friends. Give your mind a break. A lot of y'all are just overanalyzing a lot of shit. Give your brain a break. Go hang out with your friends. Holidays, but hell, social distance, but go hang out with your friends. Virgo, I love you. I hope y'all have a wonderful holiday. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.